Hey, hey, good morning. Good morning. Okay, over here I got YouTube and over here I got TikTok. So I am so excited. I guess I should say over here I've got YouTube. I'm actually looking at my camera over here or at my screen. My screen. Oh my gosh, y'all. I need more coffee. Need more coffee. Mm, superfood coffee. It's the best kind. I can't stop looking at myself in the screen. Oh my goodness. Okay, here I am. I am live over here on TikTok. Thank you for joining me. You guys, I'm going to give you some tips. I don't want to talk about where the platform is because I don't want to make people I don't want to make TikTok angry. So, but I'm going to give you tips on how to I guess I could do it over here for YouTube, right? All right. So, if I'm talking about YouTube, I guess TikTok's not going to be angry if I mention Facebook, right? All right, you guys, there's so many different platforms out here. We are learning all the things over in the digital marketing space. I am new to digital marketing. I just started back in April. It's something that I'm learning and earning at the same time. My history is with affiliate marketing, network marketing, and I also am a salon owner and a stylist. So I've been in the entrepreneurial space for many years, for I would say, I think it's been like 26 years. 26 years since I started my first business. My online business started back in I would say 2008 maybe is when I started really focusing to try to find myself in the online space and making extra money. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to preface this with saying to you, I am no expert. I'm still learning with the algorithms and with the way things are changing and shifting. I'm learning as I'm going. But the really cool thing about what I'm doing with digital marketing is I'm learning and earning at the same time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm able to learn a few things over in the course and the program that I'm in. It's an interactive program that's constantly changing. I'm learning and then I'm turning around and I'm sharing with you little tips and tricks because I can't give you the whole course. I can't give you the whole program. You can actually go over to like YouTube and you can Google all the things and you can look at all the things and you can catch up on your own and you can do your own homework. It's going to take you a lot of time. It's going to take you a lot of energy. Or you can go and purchase a program like I did, and you can literally turn around and resell it and start making $900 a sale. I've made $11,000 since April, but I'm learning so that I can market my own business as well. When I say my own business, I own the Superfood Coffee. I am the CEO and founder of Kickstarter Superfood Coffee, and I'm learning how to market it online. In the meantime, while I'm getting the name out there and while I'm building that trust with my new consumers, I'm learning how I can market it so I can reach more people. All right. So I'm loving that. I am loving that. All right. So I'm going to give you some different ideas some different tips, 7 tips on how you can actually market this over on Facebook. Yesterday, I gave 5 tips on marketing it on TikTok. I'm going to continuously keep showing up at 7 a.m. Eastern every single day during the week. On the weekend, I'm going to be taking some time off. But during the week, you can catch me here live at 7 a.m. On TikTok. And then on YouTube, it's going to be streamed into YouTube later because I'd like to be able to do things a little differently over on YouTube. So I'm here now. We're going to do Facebook marketing, 7 effective strategies to boost your business. If it's something that you're interested in and you want to deep dive more than just the 7 tips that I'm about to give you, I would love to invite you to and encourage you to put your email in at getdigitalwithterry.com and you'll absolutely have a bigger um, wealth of knowledge there than what I'm about to give you. I'm just going to give you just a little sneak peek. So, number 1, you want to optimize your page. You want to make sure that your page has a clear picture, clear understanding. When your customer goes to it, you want them to know exactly what it is that they're looking for, or you want them to know what you stand for. So, you want your brand to speak loud and clear for them. Um, you want to make sure that your cover photo is relevant. Okay. I love quotes just as much as the next person. I love quotes. But what I'm going to tell you is that if the quote is irrelevant to what it is you're selling or doing, it's just going to confuse your audience. Okay, so you want to make sure that your background picture and your profile picture, whether you're doing it from your personal page or you're doing it from a brand page, you need to make sure that it does the same thing. All right, so optimizing your page. Number 2, you're going to post consistently. You guys, this can be the most difficult thing ever, especially if you're a busy mom like I am. I've got 5 daughters and 4 granddaughters, and this is why I'm going live at 7 a.m. at TikTok. Like, people think I'm crazy, but here's the thing. I might be crazy, but I'm a diehard and I'm tenacious, and I want to make sure that this business is going to work for me and for my family and for my affiliates. So I'm showing up. I'm showing up to learn, and I'm showing up to post consistently. All right. Because those that follow the path the way it's supposed to be, those are the ones that are going to win. Those are the ones that are going to really have some success. All right. So you want to make sure that you maintain a regular posting schedule. In the digital marketing program I'm in, which is the Legacy Builder, they teach us to go live for an hour a day. If you're not a live person, you don't have to. Like, there are people that are making this work without doing it. But what they train on is going live for an hour every day. All right. I won't be here for a whole hour probably. Most of my lives are anywhere from maybe 30 to 45 minutes most. Because I talk fast and then I kind of run out of things to say, and I don't want to just jibber jabber and waste your time. All right. So, anyways, okay. So 30 to 45 minutes a day. They say go live for an hour. As long as you're going live consistently, like that's key. And then posting 3 pieces of content a day and making sure that your 3 pieces of content a day are relevant to what it is that you're sharing. Okay. Using Facebook ads, that's number 3. I've used Facebook ads for my Kickstarter campaign. It's not a campaign. I should not call it that. For my Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. I have an ad campaign that runs for my Kickstarter Superfood Coffee over on YouTube or on Facebook and on Instagram. And what that does is it just gets more emails in, it gets more people looking at my product. If they're a superfood coffee lover or a coffee lover in general, or a health person, like they're into having natural health, then the campaign is going to actually target them, which that's what ads can do for you. I am no ads expert, but I do know that within side of the Legacy Builder program, Michelle's actually going to be adding how to create Facebook ads. That's something we don't really do right now. Like, it's not really in there, but it's coming. And that's what I love about this program is, guess what, y'all? I bought the program back in April. I don't have to pay extra to learn about the ads. She's going to add it to our already existing program, which is really cool. Like, I already paid for it. It's already done, and I'm in. So everything I learned from here on out, I'm already like able to learn. I'm able to keep up with. So I love that. All right. So number 4, you're going to create engaging content. What does that mean? That I was just watching Gary Vee. How many of you guys know who Gary Vee is? So Gary Vee is somebody who I have followed. I used to be in network marketing, and he was actually speaking on stage, and I loved his energy. And I know not everybody like loves his energy, but I loved his energy. And I was like, you know what? I really need to follow this guy. So I was actually just this morning listening to him talk about creating engaging content online. And what that means is showing up for your audience, not just showing up for you, but showing up for your audience. I see so many people on this like road to 10K over here on TikTok. And here's what I'm going to tell you. That's awesome that you want to be on the road to 10K, but what are you doing for your audience to make them want to follow you? Right? Like, are you actually giving them value, or are you just going, pick me, follow me, I want you to follow me because I want to be friends? But is it one-sided? Like, nobody wants to have that one-sided friendship where they're doing for you and you're not doing for them, right? So why are they going to follow you? Are you going to entertain them? Are you going to educate them? Are you going to inspire them? Like, those are the 3 things that I always say needs to happen with inside of your your content. So it's engaging, and you want to make sure that when I say engaging, you want to respond to people, you want to love on people, and you want to make sure that you're actually talking to people. So, I could say hello to all these people that are hopping in, and I hope that you stay. I hope that you stay because I'm offering value. I'm trying to give you things that are going to help you grow your online business. However, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're not looking for how to grow an online business, this video will not be for you, and you can go ahead and keep scrolling, and that's okay too. Like, not everybody is looking to build an online business, but those of you who are, I'm going to give you a lot of value. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to help you get started, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that are help you shorten the curve, and some tips and tricks that are going to help you to have some growth and see some success. I've had some success. Since April, since I started in the digital marketing space, I've actually earned $11,000. You guys, I can earn that in the salon in about a 6-week span right now, maybe about 2 months, because the economy is kind of terrible. I used to be able to do that like a month, but I was constantly trading time for money. In this rate, I'm just showing up consistently. I'm offering value. I'm sharing with you what I'm learning. And then I can have the rest of the day to spend with my grandkids today, right? Like I have my grandkids later and I can hang out with them. I'm not trading that time for money anymore. And my body's not hurting at the end of the day. I'm still working at the salon, but I'm working 2.5 days a week instead of working like these 12-hour shifts where I'm not getting off until, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and, um, working 6 days a week like I was with my children. My children are like, all we ever remember was mom being on her phone or mom being at the salon. So, you want to make sure that you're creating engaging content. You guys, I squirrel so badly. It's not even funny. I need more coffee. I need more coffee. I need more Kickstarter Superfood coffee. I'm going to plug it because it's so good. If you love coffee and you're looking for a healthier benefit to coffee, Superfood coffee is the way it goes. It's got mushrooms in it. It's so good. All right. Hosting live sessions like we're doing right now. So what I like to do is I like to go live every day, 5 days a week. I go live at 7 a.m. Eastern, and it's a different topic every day. Today's topic is 7 different tips to help you with marketing on Facebook. You can also use these skills on TikTok as well, or any other social media platform too. It's not just generated towards Facebook, but this one today was geared towards Facebook. And so hosting live sessions. So what's cool about the live sessions is people are able to answer questions and they know you're going to show up. They know you're going to be there. They know you're going to be live. You guys, me being live is kind of crazy because you'll see all the things unedited and you'll see me stumble. You'll see me fall. You'll never see me fail or give up, right? Like, have you seen that thing going around where you're like, you may see me fall, you may see me, failing, but you'll never see me quit. That's me. So I will show up and I'll host these live sessions for you so that, you can count on me to be here. I'm counting on myself to be here. My husband's like, what are you doing getting up so early? I'm like, listen, I got to get my live done before y'all crazy people come in and distract and disrupt me. So I'm in here going live. And I may go live again later. I don't know. But I'm going live with a purpose today. My purpose is to help you grow your business online. All right. Number 6, engage with your followers. I'm always engaging with my followers. Like, I'm always going in and watching some of their videos. I'm loving on their content as well. Like, I'm getting to know them and I'm getting to know whether they are going to be my perfect customer and if I can help them in a way. So if you have followers, don't just leave them out to dry. Don't just be like, hey, I have these followers, and they're just a number, right? Like all these people, I'm trying to get to 5K. I'm trying to get to 10K. You guys, it's quality over quantity. Engage with the people who are following you because they're doing you a favor by being there with you. And you're doing them a favor if you're offering the value that they've come to know, like, and trust from you. All right. So you want to make sure you're doing that. Responding to comments, messages, don't leave them out to dry. If they're on there and they're saying things on your, on your videos and on your content, and even if it's just like a static piece and a static, photo, if they're saying things on there, you want to respond to them. You want to say, give them an answer. You want to make sure that you're answering messages and you're building those relationships. Okay. So that's number 6. Number 7, we talked about this yesterday, and we're going to constantly be talking about this, is gauging the insights and the analytics. You want to make sure that what you're giving is actually giving value. All right. I heard it say, I was talking earlier about Gary Vee, and he talked about how so many people are out there and they're just looking for ways to build their audience, but they're not actually giving anything to their audience. Like, they just want to show up and just sell, sell, sell. Well, that's not what it's all about. Okay. If you can give things to your audience where you're actually solving a problem, that's going to help them. And then automatically the sales come. I mean, who said it? I believe it wasn't Warren Buffett. It was Zig Ziglar, I think, was the one that said it. He said, as long as you are giving other people something, like as long as you're helping others, your wealth will come. And it's true. Your wealth will come. So you always want to be showing up with the intention of, how can I serve another person? What can I do to help them grow? You guys, I go by this list to help keep me from scrolling, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it puts me in a box and I don't do very well in a box. So I am still learning as I'm going and as I'm growing how this is going to work out for me. And me showing up online with you, like it's a little bit difficult. I see all these names going through, but nobody's saying hi, say hello, tell me where you're from. I am from sunny Florida and it is only 7:16 Eastern AM and I'm sweating. I'm sweating. And I don't know if I'm sweating because it's so freaking hot outside or if I'm sweating because I'm live and I'm like, whew, just being in front of people makes you sweat, right? Standing up in front of an audience is like the world's biggest fear, like people's biggest fear. And this is seeing names. Like I almost wish I didn't really see y'all's names. I love you. But if you're not going to say hi, it's like knowing you're there and not saying hi is a little awkward. So, sorry. My VA is going to edit this video later and she's going to be like, oh my God, you're driving me crazy. Right. So anyways, I want to encourage you guys, if you're looking to build your business online and you're looking to build your brand. Hey, Tim, thank you. Thank you, my friend. I needed somebody to say hello to me this morning. All right. Where are you from, by the way? I'm in Florida. It's hot. It's hotter than Hades here. Okay. And I'm drinking hot coffee, which is not making it any better. Oh, hey, crocheting my way through life. My daughter would love you. She's crocheting. She loves to crochet. So welcome. So happy that you're here. So happy that you're here. Okay. So anyways, today's topic was giving you some tips on how to grow your business and how to grow your brand on Facebook, through Facebook marketing, but it applies to TikTok as well. So let's do a quick recap. Number one, optimizing your page, making sure your profile picture is clear, making sure people know it's you. Don't put it in as a couple. Don't put it in, don't put your, we all love puppies, but if you are just putting a picture of your dog, people are not going to know it's you. Like you need to have a picture of you in the profile. People want to get to know, like, and love you, unless you're doing a faceless brand, unless you're doing faceless marketing, which that is a thing. That is a thing. I actually have a faceless account over on Instagram that I'm starting up because I have people all the time that are a little bit hesitant about putting themselves out online and on social media, and they want to learn how to do faceless marketing. And in my opinion, I don't want to promote something that I'm not trying myself. So I'm trying to do the faceless marketing. We're going to see how it goes. I know there are some other people that are doing really well with the faceless marketing. And so I'm kind of following their lead, but I'm creating content that goes around me. I have a mentor who she creates faceless marketing, and I actually have some faceless reels that I can sell and I can put in my stand store for people to use, but they're very, very bougie. And I'm not a bougie person. Like they're very like people use, like they don't get me wrong, I carry a Coach purse, but it's because it was a gift. Like I never bought a Coach in my life. I never spent that kind of money. I've got 5 daughters, 4 granddaughters. Like, I grew up, my mama, spent money at Kmart, not at like Guess. You know what I mean? So we didn't go to the mall. We went to the department store outside of the mall, like the cheaper department store. So anyways, my thing is you have to find something that's going to describe your lifestyle and who you are so that you can relate to people that are just like you. So in my faceless marketing, I'm going to share things like the beach, the boat, the grandkids, the playing on the playground, my chickens, my dogs, things like that, where I'm going to say, hey, if you're like me, and my coffee, like if you're like a coffee Jesus loving mama who wants to spend time with her kids outside and on the boat, in the river, fishing, and with the chickens, like you're my person, right? Like you and I will connect at a deeper level. I'll be able to help you more because I can relate to you and you can relate to me because that's who I am. I'm a Southern girl, born and raised in Florida. Okay. And when I say Southern, like I don't ride horses, I don't do all that. My daughter did that and it's awesome, just not me. I'm not a horse person. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work owning a horse, and they're a lot of money. We owned 3 horses. Actually, at one time, I think we owned 4, and it's a lot, but I did it for my kids, not for me. It's expensive. So What I like to say though is I am a chicken girl. I love my chickens. My chickens just started laying eggs and I'm so excited about that. So I've been posting about that on my social media. And you know what gets the most likes and the most loves is the real stuff. The real stuff. It's the real pictures of your dog on the boat with you or your chickens laying their eggs. Like those are the things that people are like loving on. They want to see your life and what it is that you're doing. So um, you want to make sure that your Facebook page is fully optimized and that it's relevant to what it is that you're doing, but you also want to share some pieces of you in that. Okay. That's for Faceless. Faceless is more of that, like without your face in it. Obviously, if it's your regular profile, you want to put your face in it. You want to post consistently, making sure that your audience stays engaged because then they know exactly when you're going to show up. What do you recommend for scaling a sales campaign in meta ads? So I already said earlier, I'm not an expert in that. And that's why I have my website up there because we're going to be doing some training on meta ads within the digital program that I'm involved in. But I'm definitely not an expert in that. I had to hire someone to do my ads for my coffee because I don't really understand like how that works. So you can use Facebook ads and they're powerful, but you really need to know how to do the pixels and how to like do all of that. I'm not sure. So even just with the verbiage that you're using, like I can tell you right now, I don't know. I don't know. Just being honest. Um, I do know that I know how to create a call to action. I know how to show up online. I know how to provide value. I know how to create engagement. I know how to draw people to my page. I know how to market in that way. But as far as like doing any kind of like advertising, I haven't done that for my digital business. Everything I've done is completely organic, which is kind of good because a lot of people don't have the money to pay for ads right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't know what you're doing with advertising, you need to either hire an expert or do your research before you start throwing your money to the wind. Because I was spending, I did a budget of $50 a day with our coffee, and we did that for, let's see, $50 a day. That was 7 days a week, $350 a week. And I was doing that for probably 2 months. You guys, that's $1,500 a month. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't have that kind of money to just throw away. And I got 2 customers. That's it. 2 customers. So learning how to assess different ad sets is definitely a vital skill that is not difficult to learn. That's good to know. It's good to know. There are different ad sets. I know because the person that I hired was doing like the different ad sets to teach that. So sounds like you're a pro at it and that people need to follow you to learn more because that's not my thing. But yeah, I prefer to grow organically because I don't have the money. I think I'm a little scared. I got a little scared when like I said, I was doing ads and my ads were costing me $50 a day. And obviously I went big because I thought that the person I hired was really, it's not that she wasn't knowledgeable. It's just that I thought that like she was going to really help us start making, even if I could sell just 1 bag of coffee a day, like I would feel like it was getting somewhere because I would start getting that residual recurring customers, right? But $50 a day, it was hard. It was hard doing that. I probably should have bumped it down to $10 a day, but instead I just quit because I was like, I can't do this. I can't afford to throw any more money to the wind, you know? So yeah. Well, if you think about the money that was spent, it was like $350 a week, 700 every 2 weeks. So a month, it was like $1,400 a month. Dude, that's like a house payment sometime for some people, well, maybe not in this economy, but that's a lot of money to just like throw away and get 2 customers. It was not worth it. Those 2 customers are worth it. I hope they're lifelong customers. I'm not saying that, but it was a lot of money. I was not seeing the income for it. All right, you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me about digital marketing other than advertising? Because again, I'm not an expert in that. I love that you are on here and that maybe I should pin you to the top because if people are interested in advertising, maybe you're the person they need to go to. Santi, right? Is that your name? I would love actually would love to learn more about it. What's really cool is what you are, yeah, talk about it. So what's really cool is the digital marketing program that I'm learning. She is going to be getting someone in there to talk about Facebook ads. I would like to learn more about TikTok ads. I would like to learn more about Instagram ads. I would like to learn more about that stuff because I'm promoting a coffee brand that I think the best way to go would be to get it out there to the masses through advertising. Now, I do have an affiliate program, and I have affiliates that love our coffee, and they get paid 25% for every personal sale that they do. And so if they're already drinking the coffee and they're just sharing it with their friends, like they don't have to build a team, they don't have to have any minimums, they don't have to do any of that. It's just literally like I share a bag of coffee, I make 25%. Our coffee costs $40, so you automatically would make $10, unless it's on a sale price or something. But yeah. So what am I an expert? I don't think I'm an expert at anything, but I do mindset coaching. I have owned a business since 1998. I've owned a salon. I've been in the digital space doing network marketing and affiliate marketing since I think it was 2006 was the first time I did it. And I have to tell you, I've been with 10 different companies, which may sound to some people like I'm a company hopper, but it's more just because I really loved the products and I wanted the discount. And I was probably what a lot of people in network marketing call the kidnapper in the beginning. And then as I got into it even more, I learned that there could be some benefits to team building and to growth and that sort of stuff inside of that. But I really feel a very strong shift. There was another company yesterday that just announced that they were turning away from the team building into affiliate marketing aspect. And I feel like when we started Kickstarter a year ago, we decided to go in with the affiliate marketing, way. And then we gave room for people to build a team if that's what they chose to do, but they don't have to. And I feel like we went a really good way with that because a lot of companies are doing that. So I feel like that was a very smart move on our part. Um, I don't think that network marketing is going anywhere per se. I think um, I don't think it's going anywhere per se. I think that it's here to stay. I think it's just shifting, right? I learned how to do digital marketing because I was forced in order to scale my business. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing too. I'm learning how to do digital marketing so that I can scale Kickstarter. I'm learning how to do these things because I don't want to have to trade time for money anymore. I don't want to have to stand on my feet for like 60 hours a week. I'm over 50 years old now. And so as a 51-year-old woman who is not really set up for retirement, I'm not really set up for my future. My husband, he's got, some things in the works with his business that he's got retirement to, set up and all that. But I don't want to have to rely on that. I love him and I don't think he's going anywhere. But, I want to kind of build my own things so that I'm not leaving a mess for my kids. I'm not leaving a mess for my kids. One of my friends, her parents just passed away, and the house that her mom lived in is now in probate. And there's all kinds of bills they have to, figure out, and all kinds of things they have to figure out. They were not prepared. And I don't want to leave my kids like that. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get out of debt and how I can start growing wealth. And I waited I don't want to say too long, because people can build when they're in their 50s, they can prepare and they can make it happen. But I don't want to wait any longer. Like, I feel like I've already waited too long now and I need to make it happen. So I'm learning digital marketing because, to be honest with you, Forbes magazine have said that, hi, Brian. Forbes magazine has said that digital marketing is going to be $1 trillion a day business by like 2030, I think is what they said. And I just, you know what, if that's the way the future's going, then that's the way we need to all like be a part of that. We need to be a part of that shift. So I was listening to Gary Vee on one of the videos that I was watching this morning. I like to watch a lot of YouTube videos while I'm getting ready. And I like to get inspired and listen to motivational speakers. And he said something about people being afraid of AI. Like, they're afraid that AI is going to take over the world and take over their jobs, and they're going to lose their jobs. And He's like, are people going to lose their jobs? Absolutely, people are going to lose their jobs. But here's what's going to happen. It's going to make room for more jobs where they're going to have more time to do other things that they enjoy doing. It's just like, and he compared it to this, and I was like, this is such a good analogy. He said, remember back when they made tractors? Well, I mean, obviously most of us don't remember that, but he's just saying, like, in history, they made tractors for agricultural, and people that used to like pull the stuff behind their horses and stuff were so worried that the tractors were going to take over their job. Well, in reality, what the tractors did was it lessened the time that they had to be out in the fields so that they could get more work done in less time, and then they could spend their time on more quality things that were better for their life and that were better for them, in the long run, that they could do more, right? They could do more within less time. And he said that's exactly what AI is doing for us in this present state. And I'm like, that is such a brilliant analogy, because it is so scary to think about, something coming in and taking over to the point where you lose your career as you know it, your income, right? I think about that often with my I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the 80s, they came out with this thing called the Flowbee. Oh my God, I'm totally aging myself right now. So the Flowbee was like a vacuum hair cutter thing that was attached to a vacuum, and they would like use it to cut people's hair. And I thought, I wasn't even a hairstylist back then. My mom was, but I was like, Mom, they're gonna get rid of your job. Like, you're gonna not be able to work anymore because this Flowbee's gonna take over. My mom said, I'll be fixing the Flowbee haircuts. And she was right. She was right. Like, it worked for some, but for most it didn't. And it didn't replace her. It didn't replace what she was doing. So that was kind of cool. That's a good, and like, it's a good reminder that human beings cannot be replaced. Okay. Human beings cannot be replaced. But what can happen is we can enhance technology to help us have more time, or, more freedom, more time, more money, more productivity, right? It's going to help us with those things. So I thought that was a great analogy about the tractors, and now again with the Flowbee. So I really appreciate you guys hopping on here. I am so, like, this morning, I've been trying to get up at like 5 so I could go live at 7 a.m. Eastern. I didn't want to get up today, but I did. I'm here. I'm here for you guys. I love y'all. That's the only reason I'm here, because I'm like, I promised I would be here. I'm a woman of my word. I am not going to not show up. I struggled a little bit last week with staying consistent with what time I was coming on, but that's because life happens and things happen, and you got to be adaptable too. But sleeping in is not life happening. That's just being lazy. And so I was like, I'm not going to be lazy. I promised I was going to show up, and I'm going to show up. And I know that if I hadn't showed up when I said I was going to show up today, if I like slept in, I would be beating myself up all day. I would be feeling really bad. I would get in my own head, and I would tell myself how worthless I am and how horrible. And those things are just not true. They're just not true. But you get in your own head like that, right? If you're not doing the things consistently that you promised yourself and you promised other people you would do, then you start feeling like you're failing. So just do it. Do the things that you're committed to. Be consistent and be committed, and show up being committed, like commit and then do it. Do it. Even if it's hard, you do it anyways, because it will be worth it in the long run. All right. So let's go really quick over the 7 strategies to help you effectively. Let's go over really quick the 7 tips to help you effectively boost your business. This is through Facebook marketing, but you could do it on TikTok as well. Okay. It's very important on any social media platform that you're on to follow these strategies. Number 1, optimize your page. Make sure that you are clear in your message. Make sure your picture is clear. Make sure that your posts are clear. Make sure that your background picture is very relevant to what it is you're doing, how you're showing up online. You want to make sure that everything is pointing back to what it is that you're trying to share with your followers. All right. Optimize your page. You guys need to go every so often back to your page, no matter what platform you're on. Take a look at it from the lens of your customer, from the lens of your followers, and say, what is it that I look like I'm standing for? What is it that I look like I believe in and that I'm trying to promote, or I'm trying to share, I'm trying to get out there? What is it that I'm trying to educate, inspire, and entertain with, right? Because those are the three key things that I tell people all the time. I'm like, educate, inspire, and entertainment. Those are the things people come to social media for. So when you go back and you look at your page, you should be able to look specifically at what it is that's on your page, and you should be able to say, yes, this is what I stand for. This is what I do. This is what I promote. This is what I share. Okay. Number 2, post consistently, maintaining a regularly scheduled posting pattern so that your people know exactly when you're going to show up. For me, posting consistently my 3 pieces of content a day that I do, that's I don't necessarily post them at the same exact time every day, but I do try to do like morning, afternoon, and evening when I'm posting 3 times a day. It's still something I'm working on. It's something that I'm learning with inside of the Legacy Builder Academy. Like, I'm trying to figure out exactly, my rhythm. I'm getting my rhythm going, but I am showing up. I started showing up just this week. And of course, it's only Tuesday, but I just started showing up this week at 7 a.m. Eastern time on TikTok. Over on YouTube, I'm still figuring out when I'm going to stream my recordings over there so that you guys can have access to that content as well. I was going live on there, but I feel like it goes into another folder. So I'm still learning. Like, what is the best way for me to show up? Is it to show up live on YouTube, or is it to show up live on TikTok and then later on stream the recording over into YouTube, or is it to show up live on both, right? Like, so I'm still learning as I go, but I'm showing up consistently, and that's the main thing. You want to make sure that you're posting consistently. Using Facebook ads, our friend Santi here was telling us that they actually were learning how to do Facebook ads so that they could, or ads in general, so that they could start to scale their business. So that's a good way to scale your business. I am no ads expert. However, I will tell you that that's something that we are going to be learning inside of the digital community that I'm a part of. So if you're interested in learning something like that, you can go to getdigitalwithterry.com and you can put your email in, and you'll get all the information when that module in the program comes out. Santi, I said, if you guys are not following Santi, you should follow, because obviously they're more of an expert when it comes to Facebook ads and stuff than I am. And there's a lot of things to learn about it. I've had some experience with Facebook ads, and I haven't had very much success, but I think that's because I just am not knowledgeable in it. And I think you need to be knowledgeable before you just start throwing money to the wind. So what I'm trying to do is build organically, which is what they're teaching us in the digital program now, is where you don't really have to spend money on Facebook ads. But if you really want to scale, doing ads is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you need to know what you're doing before you just start throwing your money there. Okay. So, but that's going to help leverage and boost your reach to your follower to gain more traction for your business, whatever business you're in. All right. Number 4, create engaging content. So again, I like to inspire, educate, and entertain people. I think that that's engaging. I think that's what people are looking for. Another thing that Gary Vee said in one of the YouTube videos that I watched of his today was that if you're, this is the thing. He was asked, do you think that shorter videos are drawing more people because people have a shorter attention span? And he said no. And I was like, really? Because I thought that shorter videos draw people because of their short attention span. He said no. He's like, people binge watch things on Netflix, like 8 seasons, like in a 7-hour period over a weekend, right? Like and I'm guilty, you guys. I just binge watched Bridgerton like not very long ago, and now I'm binge watching Queen Charlotte. We binge watch things all the time, right? So our attention spans are not as short as everybody thinks it is. What it is are you creating a captivating hook with your content that's going to draw people in, or is it going to keep them scrolling? All right. So like, are you creating a message that makes people want to hear more? Because if you have a 6-second video and you can't even get them to stick and stay for 1 second, whatever your message is isn't working. obviously whatever message Bridgerton had worked for me because I sat on there for hours, right? So are you creating content that's going to make people want to see more? Are you creating content that's making them stick and stay? Is it engaging? You want to make sure that you're doing images, videos, links. You want to keep your audience engaged where they're like, I want to hear more. What is it that she's talking about? What is it that stops your scroll? Because typically your perfect customer is going to be someone just like you. So what is it that's stopping your scroll? I can tell you right now what stops my scroll is entertaining things that make me laugh and things that are funny. I don't really get into the serious posts very much. If you have no energy in your post, or if you're talking like you're just talking really light like this, like I get that some people want to be real chill and relaxed, but for me, the people that are like in my face and like making me laugh and making me like really pay attention, they're the ones that are going to stop my scroll. So some of my content is more like that. Some of my content is more, and I've tried different pieces to see what's going to draw people in. Some of my content is more like, I love the little trending audios that you can like mimic and talk with because they make me laugh. They make me smile. I love it. I love it. So that's the kind of stuff that engages with me. So I try to utilize that to see if I can hold people's attention using that. Okay. That's number 4. Number 5, hosting live sessions. So whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, here on TikTok, you want to make sure that you are going live every so often so that you can have conversations and you can answer questions, and you want to show up live. And if you can't, it's okay. There are no rules. Like, there are proven systems that will work in your favor, but there are not rules per se. Like, you don't have to be put into a box. I can't stand being put into a box. If someone tells me you can't build like this, I'm going to try, because I'm a little bit of a rule breaker. But it is said to show up at the same time every day and to advertise ahead of time what time you're showing up every day. I'm trying that right now. I'm trying to show up at 7 a.m. On TikTok every single day, and on YouTube. I haven't really picked the time. I'm going to stream the same recording over into YouTube, but it may shift for me. And the reason why is because my life is unpredictable. I have a schedule at the salon, but outside of that, if I have 50 coffee orders coming in, like, it might take away from what I need to do, and I might need to shift my schedule. Or if one of my kids gets sick and they need me to watch their kids, like, I might have to shift my schedule, right? So you need to really be able to be adaptable, but at the same time, just be at least consistently showing up every day. Doesn't matter if you show up 7 a.m. Eastern, or if you have to go live at 9, 10 o'clock at night after the kids go to bed. Just show up, even if it's for 15, 20, 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be the full hour. Like, they recommend going live an hour in the program that I'm in, and that's not really necessarily like what works for everybody. Not everybody does that. Even our mentor, she's traveling right now, and she's showing up for about 30 to 40 minutes instead of an hour because she wants to spend that precious time with her family. So be adaptable, show up, but be consistent. So people at least know that they can rely on you to show up. May not know what time. And if you're building your email list, you'll be able to send an email out that says, hey, I'm showing up at this time tomorrow. Or, hey, the time changed. I'm going to be showing up at this time instead, but you can catch the recording over here if you need to, right? Just showing up consistently so that they know they can rely on you. All right. Engaging with your followers. You guys, nothing is worse than when you go to comment on someone's post and they just ignore you, right? Like, they just ghost you. Like, you're giving some love to their post. People are giving love to your post, and they're connecting with you because they are liking you and they're loving you and they're getting to know you. Make sure that you are also in turn responding. You want to respond to comments and messages and reviews. You want to build those relationships with your audience so that you can get to know, like, and trust them, and they can get to know, like, and trust you, because nobody's going to buy something from someone that they don't trust. Nobody's going to buy any programs. Nobody's going to buy any superfood coffee. Like, they're just going to think you're just trying to sell them something. And everybody in the world is trying to sell them something, right? It's the marketing, and it's the people want to buy. They want to support you if you're someone that they love. right? And the only way they're going to get to know you and to get to love you is if you connect with them and you engage with them and you respond to them and you respect them enough to respond to them. Okay. So engaging with your followers. And again, we're going to talk about analytical insights. You guys, all the platforms have it. You can go back into your profile, and most places you can find out who's watching your video, who's following your stories, how long are they staying on, how long are they staying engaged, is it content that's actually meaningful enough to keep them, keep them watching, is it content that's actually, hi Nay, is it content that's actually helping to build your audience? Are you getting more followers from your content? So you're going to want to look at your analytics and you're going to want to figure out, is it something that's actually working for you? And, give it some time. Don't just like post for like, a week and go, this isn't working. No, you guys got to give it like 90 days, right? Like certain things, some things you can shift, like you got to like look and see if the content that's lasting, say 30 seconds versus the content that's lasting 3 minutes, say the content that's lasting 30 seconds is working better, then go back to the 30-second content. Or like we were saying earlier, the entertaining, inspiring, and educating. If your followers are loving the entertaining ones more, do more of that. If they're loving the educating ones more, do more of that, right? Do more of what it is that they want, not what you want. Like this is about them, not you. All right. So Roz, are you on here? I feel like I saw your name. If you're on here, hey, good morning, my friend. All right. So those are just the 7. Optimize your page, post consistently, use Facebook ads. And again, use those sparingly. Like don't spend a lot of money on something that you don't know. Like educate yourself before you just throw your money out there. But they could be really a good way to scale. Create engaging content, host your live sessions, engage with your followers, and do some analytics and go back and look at what it is you're doing and take measurement of it. It's very important. I'm not a numbers person, but I'm really learning that. That's how you know your conversion rates. Like, are you really converting into sales, or is what you're doing just wasting your time and their time because people are scrolling, right? All right, you guys, I am going to actually hop off of here. I love y'all. It is almost 8 o'clock and we are getting ready to go to breakfast with our family. We go every single Tuesday morning. I love it. It's something that I love to do. I get to spend the day with my grandkids today. I won't get to see them until later because I have an appointment this morning that my husband made for me. And I'm like, really? You had to make it on a Tuesday? Tuesday's my day with the kids, but it's okay. I forgive him. So anyways, I love you guys. If you want to follow me, make sure you like and follow over here on TikTok, but I will also be posting this exact same replay over on YouTube. So YouTube, hello, I'm saying hi to you because you're probably going to watch this after it's been streamed live. But make sure that you're going to getdigitalwithterry.com and putting your name in there, because I will give you, I'll keep you updated with my schedule of where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be there, and what I'm going to be talking about. And we can learn and earn together, you guys. I'm telling you, this program, why would you want to create your own system and your own program and your own course when it's already done for you? This is a done for you course that is like, I can't even, like, I've spent over $18,000 on courses, programs, webinars, workshops, all of that. And this was already done. It's already put into place, and I can resell it and I can learn and earn at the same time. It's the most brilliant strategy when it comes to digital marketing that I've ever seen in my life. Like I can't even. So put your name in there. You want to keep up with all the things. There's going to be a webinar happening. I think she said Thursday. We'll get more information about that today. So if you want to hear more about the webinar that's going to be happening Thursday, make sure you get your email in there. And if you decide that it's not for you, you can always unsubscribe. It's not a big deal. I just don't want you to miss out, because this has been life-changing for me. Literally 3 months ago, I would lay in bed crying because my bank account was negative because of all the money that I was spending on ads and throwing spaghetti at the wall, and it was just not sticking. And so I don't want that for you. I don't want you to be laying there in bed crying because you can't pay your bills. Like, I want you to be able to go to the grocery store and put everything in your buggy and check out and not have to worry about using 2 credit cards to pay for it, or how your credit card's maxed and you might have to put something back. Like, nobody wants that. So this was a really good way to help make some extra money and to learn how to make money scaling other businesses that you are potentially either starting or already in. All right. So I'm going to hop off. I love you guys. Happy Tuesday. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk later. Bye.